Sound of Thunder quiz. Question 1. What did Eccles do in the past that has far-reaching consequences? He steps off the path and kills a butterfly. He went into the past and killed a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Or he had a conflict with Travis that resulted in his death. Question 2. Which action could the character have taken that might have prevented changing the future? Eccles could have let the dinosaur live. Eccles could have torn up the check to time to Safari. Travis could have made Eccles leave the dead butterfly in the past. Question 3. Which word best describes Eccles? Intelligent, insensitive, or cowardly? Question 4. Which event foreshadows Eccles' inability to shoot the dinosaur? Eccles pauses to consider tearing up his check. Eccles jokes around by aiming his rifle at the pterodactyl. Eccles and the other hunters are warned to stay off the path. Question 5. Read the incomplete summary of the passage. 1. Eccles signs up for a safari to the past. 2. Hunting party travels to the past to encounter a dinosaur. 3. Eccles panics at the sight of dinosaur and steps off the path. Choose the best completion of the summary for number 4. Travis explains that the safari does not guarantee the safety of its participants. When they return to the future, things are different. Or Eccles discovers he has killed the butterfly. Question 6. Which of the following is most likely an antagonist? Travis, the butterfly, or fear? Question 7. Based on this story, which conclusion can be made about life after Eccles steps off the path? The future has changed, T-Rexes have returned from extinction, or time travel has been outlawed. Question 8. At the end of this story, what is the sound of thunder? The time machine, a gunshot, Eccles yelling. Question 9. Which sentence from the passage best represents the main conflict? Go out there. The monster's next to the path. Stick your arms up to your elbows in his mouth. Then you can come back with us. The monster, at first notion, lunged forward with a terrible scream. I've hunted tiger, wild boar, buffalo, elephant, but now, this is it, said Eccles. I'm shaking like a kid. Question 10. Which sentence from A Sound of Thunder best illustrates the climax? A sound on the floor of the time machine stiffened them. Eccles sat there shivering. Eccles, not looking back, walked blindly to the edge of the path, his gun limp in his arms, stepped off the path, and walked, not knowing it, in the jungle. They wiped blood from their helmets. They began to curse too. The monster lay, a hill of solid flesh. Question 11. How does Time Safari Inc. ensure that the hunters do not change the future? Select all answers that apply. They have everyone wear special suits designed to protect them from the environment. They have harsh fines or consequences if people break the rules. They only shoot animals that were going to die anyway. They have a path for everyone to walk on. Question 12. Which of the following quotes best shows the mood of this story? Suns fled and 10,000 moons fled after them. Don't shoot until we say the word. Firebird's cries blew on a wind, and the smell of tar in an old salt sea, moist grasses and flowers the color of blood. Question 12. The following quote is an example of which literary device? Time was a film run backward, metaphor, none, or irony. The following quote is an example of which literary device? Don't touch so much as one blade of grass, flower, or tree. None, simile, or personification. Question 15. The following quote is an example of which literary device? Suns fled and 10 million moons fled after them. Personification, irony, or metaphor. Question 16. The following quote is an example of which literary device? The dinosaur had arms with hands which might pick up and examine men like toys. Metaphor, simile, or none. Question 16. In what way is Eccles like Zeroth from The Most Dangerous Game? Neither of them think the animals feel fear. Both of them enjoy hunting animals. They are both wealthy big game hunters. In which way is the conflict from A Sound of Thunder similar to the conflict in Sorry Right Number? Both protagonists time travel and unintentionally change the course of events. Both protagonists care deeply for their families. Both protagonists disregard rules and warnings from others. Question 19. A potential problem with time travel is altering the past, physics doesn't forbid it, it's high cost. Question 20. Why is Eccles sent out to retrieve the bullets? The travelers cannot leave anything modern in the past. The hunters want the bullets as a reminder of the trip. The guides want to punish him for not paying his fees. Question 21. Eccles goes on the trip because he wants to shoot a dinosaur, want to ride on the time machine, or has nothing better to do. Question 22. Which vocabulary word best completes the sentence? You can blank those ants with the stamp of your foot. First a dozen, then 100, and soon all the ants will be dead. Subtle or paradox? Question 23. Which vocabulary word best completes the sentence? No employee of Time Safari is blank. Everyone has an important job to do. Expendable, decimal, or resilient? Question 24. Which vocabulary word best completes the sentence? In order to time travel, you must blank, because there are so many difficult challenges to overcome. Expendable, subtle, or resilient? Question 25. Which vocabulary word best completes the sentence? Traveling back in time to see yourself as a baby would be blank. How could you be in two places at once? Primeval, subtle, or paradox?